All right, so ready to really dive deep into the world of tooling engineering. Specifically, we're going to help you prep for that interview.
Yeah,
And we've got some awesome resources to help us with this.
absolutely.
From RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
their career guide, their interview guide,
Okay.
and we even got some cool little insights into their AI platform.
Nice.
All this to help you totally nail that interview.
Yeah, and it's a field that's really taking off, too.
Yeah.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics, they're projecting like a 10% increase in demand for tooling engineers over the next decade.
That's huge.
So knowing what those hiring managers are really looking for, that's super important.
Super important. So let's get started with some of the basics.
Okay.
The career guide really emphasizes this idea of first impressions.
Right.
How can you make sure that you stand out right from the beginning?
Well, I think you got to think about it this way.
Okay.
You're not just an engineer, you're a problem solver. You're a designer, you're a collaborator. So showing that passion for the field is key.
Clearly.
Highlight those skills that are super relevant, like mechanical design, quality control analysis. You could even throw in a little story.
Oh, I like that.
About a time that you improved a manufacturing process.
Yeah, showing, not just telling.
Exactly.
And the guide also talks about this idea of continuous learning.
Yes.
Certifications, things like that. CTE, Six Sigma Green Belt.
Especially Six Sigma Green Belt.
Or even PMP.
Yeah, it shows that you understand like process improvement methodologies, which are crucial in this field.
Absolutely.
Where efficiency is key.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of resources, I was blown away.
Oh, yeah.
RoleCatcher, they have over 3,000 career guides.
That's incredible.
And 13,000 skill guides.
Oh, my God.
It's like a gold mine of information for exploring all those career paths and really understanding what you need at each level. That's awesome.
It really is. So let's get to the heart of it, though. Those interview questions.
Oh, to it.
The RoleCatcher Interview Guide, it's got some really great examples. And we're going to break down how to tackle these.
All right.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. First question. What inspired you to pursue a career as a tooling engineer?
Okay.
This seems kind of simple, but it's your chance to make a personal connection with the interviewer.
For sure.
What do you think?
Don't just give a generic answer like, I like engineering.
Right.
You know, share a story. Maybe a childhood fascination with how things are made. Or a specific project that sparked your interest.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about what truly drives you in this field.
Yeah.
And then articulate that passion.
Beautiful. And don't forget, they might have follow-up questions.
Right.
They might ask, like, what aspects of tooling engineering excite you the most?
Or how do you see your passion contributing to our company's success?
Yeah, be prepared to kind of elaborate on your interests.
Right.
And connect them to the company's goals and values.
Now, this is where I think RoleCatcher's AI could be super helpful.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually use their platform to get feedback on your answers.
Yeah.
Tailored to specific job descriptions.
That's cool.
It's like having a virtual coach.
I like it.
To refine your responses and boost your confidence.
That's fantastic.
Okay, next question. Could you describe a tooling project you worked on and what your role was?
Right.
This is your chance to really showcase your experience.
Yes.
What do you think?
Choose a project that highlights your skills and achievements in a way that's relevant to the job you're applying for.
Right.
Focus on the project's goal, your key responsibilities, and the outcome you achieve.
Okay.
And try to quantify your accomplishments whenever possible. Did you improve efficiency by a certain percentage? Did you reduce costs?
Yeah.
Those details, they make your answer so much more impactful.
They do. What about follow-up questions on this one?
They might ask about the challenges you faced during the project, how you overcame them, or what you learned from the whole experience.
Okay.
So be prepared to discuss your problem-solving skills and your ability to work under pressure.
It's all about showing that you can handle those real-world challenges of a tooling engineer role.
Right.
Okay, let's move on to question number 3. How do you ensure that tooling designs are manufacturable and cost-effective?
Okay.
This is where you really demonstrate your understanding of that whole production process.
Yeah, you need to show off your knowledge of design for manufacturing and assembly principles.
Okay, DFMA.
Yeah, talk about how you consider material selection, manufacturing limitations, and cost optimization throughout the whole design process.
So it's not just about designing a tool that works. It's about designing one that can be efficiently produced and fits within budget constraints.
Exactly.
Can you give us an example?
Absolutely. I could say something like, in a previous project, I redesigned a component to simplify the machining process. This resulted in a 15% reduction in material costs without compromising the tool's functionality.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Specific and quantifiable.
Right.
Now, this question might lead to follow-ups about your experience with different manufacturing processes or your ability to collaborate with other departments.
Yeah, like production or procurement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So be prepared to discuss your understanding of how tooling design impacts that entire manufacturing ecosystem.
For sure.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze that specific job description and tailor your answers to highlight the skills and experience that are most relevant to that particular role.
That's super helpful.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet.
I like it.
For your interview. Okay, next question. What experience do you have with CNC machining?
Okay.
This is a core skill for any tooling engineer.
Absolutely.
So be ready to dive deep.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts?
Discuss the types of CNC machines you've worked with.
Okay.
The software you're proficient in, like Mastercam or SolidCam, and the complexity of the parts you've machined. Be specific.
Right.
Did you work with 3-axis, 5-axis, or even multi-axis machines?
Right.
Have you programmed complex tool paths?
Okay.
Or worked with advanced materials?
Now, if you're a little less experienced, what do you do?
Be honest, but frame it positively.
Yeah.
You could mention relevant coursework, online tutorials you've completed, or even your eagerness to learn and expand your skills in this area.
I think that's a really great point.
And if you have any experience with CAD/CAM software, even if it wasn't directly related to CNC machining, highlight that as well.
Okay.
It shows you understand the principles of computer-aided design.
And manufacturing, which are essential for this role.
Yeah, great point. What about potential follow-up questions?
They might ask about specific challenges you faced with CNC machining, how you troubleshoot problems, or your understanding of different tooling and work-holding techniques.
Got it.
So be prepared to show your technical knowledge and your problem-solving abilities.
It's all about showing that you're not just familiar with the technology, but you can apply that knowledge to solve real-world problems.
Yeah.
And again, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze the job description and help you pinpoint those specific CNC skills that are most important to that employer.
Yeah.
And then you can tailor your answer to emphasize those areas.
Makes sense.
It's like having a personalized study guide for your interview, highlighting the key topics you need to focus on.
I like that.
Okay, let's tackle the next question. What is your experience with 3D printing technology?
3D printing is becoming more and more important in manufacturing.
It is.
So be prepared to discuss your knowledge and experience.
Highlight your experience with different 3D printing technologies, the materials you've used, and the applications you've explored. Have you used 3D printing for prototyping? Creating jigs and fixtures? Or even producing end-use parts?
Now, even if you haven't used 3D printing extensively, you can still discuss your understanding of its potential in tooling design and manufacturing.
You could talk about how 3D printing can be used to create complex geometries that are difficult or impossible to manufacture with traditional methods, or how it can be used to produce customized tooling for specific applications.
And if you've been following industry trends, you can even mention how 3D printing is being used to create those conformal cooling channels in tooling, which can significantly improve cooling efficiency and reduce cycle times.
Absolutely.
So showing that you're aware of the latest advancements in 3D printing and how they're being applied really demonstrates that you're a forward-thinking engineer.
For sure.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask about the advantages and limitations of 3D printing compared to traditional methods or your experience with different 3D printing materials and their properties.
Got it.
Be prepared to discuss the trade-offs involved in choosing 3D printing for specific applications.
So it's all about demonstrating that you understand the nuances of the technology.
Exactly.
And can make informed decisions about when and how to use it effectively.
Yes.
And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can be a valuable tool.
Absolutely.
For tailoring your answers to that specific job description if the employer emphasizes 3D printing in their tooling processes.
Right.
You'll want to highlight your experience in that area.
Yeah.
It's like having a personalized research assistant.
I like it.
Helping you uncover the key information that will impress the interviewer.
For sure.
Okay, let's move on to question number 6. How do you stay up to date with the latest tooling design and manufacturing technologies?
Right.
This question is all about showing your commitment to continuous learning and professional development.
The tooling industry is always evolving.
Right.
It's really important to show that you're proactive about staying ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
Don't just say, I read industry magazines.
Right.
Be specific about the publications, websites, or online forums you follow.
Mention any professional organizations you belong to, like SME or ASTME.
Attending industry conferences or trade shows like IMTS or FabTech.
Right.
That's a great way to stay informed.
Yeah. And don't forget about online courses and webinars. There are so many resources available these days for continuous learning.
Absolutely.
From platforms like Coursera and Udemy to industry-specific organizations like SME and Tooling U SME.
And be sure to mention any relevant certifications you're pursuing or plan to pursue in the future.
Yeah, great point. What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask you to elaborate on a specific technology or trend that interests you, or they might ask how you apply that knowledge to your work.
Right.
So be prepared to discuss a recent development in the field and how it might impact tooling design or manufacturing processes.
So it's not just about passively consuming information.
Right.
You got to actively engage with those latest advancements.
Exactly.
And think critically about their implications.
For sure.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor your answers to the specific job description.
If the employer emphasizes a particular technology or methodology,
you'll want to highlight your knowledge and experience in that area.
It's like having a personalized study guide.
I like that.
Helping you focus on the most relevant topics.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's tackle question number 7. Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a tooling issue?
All right.
This is a classic behavioral interview question.
Yeah.
Designed to really assess your problem-solving skills under pressure.
For sure.
What are your thoughts on this one?
Choose a situation that showcases your analytical abilities, your attention to detail, and your ability to work independently or as part of a team to find a solution. Walk them through your process from identifying the problem to implementing a solution.
So be specific about the steps you took,
right,
the tools and resources you used, and the outcome you achieved.
And don't be afraid to talk about what didn't work at first.
Right.
Sometimes the most valuable lessons come from our mistakes. Showing that you're willing to learn from failures and adapt really demonstrates maturity and a growth mindset.
What about follow-up questions on this one?
Oh, yeah. What do you think they might ask?
They might ask about the root cause of the problem.
Okay.
How you prevented it from happening again, or what you learned from the experience.
So be prepared to discuss your ability to analyze data, identify patterns, and implement corrective actions.
So it's all about showing that you're not just a problem solver, but you're also a proactive thinker.
I like that.
Who can prevent problems from happening in the first place.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze that job description and tailor your answers to highlight those problem-solving skills that are most relevant to that particular role.
Makes sense.
It's like having a personalized coach.
I like it.
Helping you refine your responses and showcase your strengths in the best possible light.
For sure.
Okay, let's move on to question number 8. Can you describe a tooling project where you had to work within a budget?
Okay.
Budget constraints are a reality in any industry.
Absolutely.
So it's important to show that you can manage resources effectively.
For sure.
And make smart decisions to achieve project goals without breaking the bank.
Choose a project where you had to make trade-offs.
Okay.
Maybe using a less expensive material or simplifying the design to reduce costs.
Okay.
Talk about the strategies you use to optimize costs without sacrificing functionality or quality.
And if you can quantify those achievements, even better.
Absolutely.
Give me an example.
You could say, by using a less expensive material and simplifying the design,
I was
able to reduce the project cost by 20%.
Wow.
Without sacrificing quality or functionality.
Those kinds of concrete examples really demonstrate your ability to think strategically and manage those resources effectively.
Right.
What about follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask about the challenges you faced in staying within budget, how you communicated with stakeholders about cost-saving measures, or what you learned from the experience.
It's all about demonstrating that you understand the importance of balancing those cost considerations with quality and functionality. And that you have the skills and experience to do so effectively.
Exactly.
And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze that job description and tailor your answers to highlight the budget management skills that are most relevant to that particular role.
Makes sense.
It's like having a personalized research assistant.
I like it.
Helping you uncover the key information that will impress the interviewer.
For sure.
Okay, let's tackle question number 9. What experience do you have with project management?
All right.
Tooling projects can be complex,
Absolutely.
involving multiple stakeholders, tight deadlines, and ever-changing requirements.
It's true.
So having strong project management skills is huge.
It is.
What are your thoughts?
If you've formally managed projects before, highlight your experience with methodologies like Agile or Waterfall. Talk about the tools you've used to track progress, manage tasks, and communicate with stakeholders. Be specific about the projects you've managed, the scope and complexity of those projects, and the outcomes you achieved.
Now, even if you haven't held a formal project management role, you can still talk about situations where you've had to plan, organize, and execute tasks effectively to achieve a goal.
Think about times when you've had to manage your own workload, coordinate with others, or solve problems to keep a project on track.
Those experiences, even on a smaller scale, can demonstrate your organizational skills, your ability to prioritize, and your commitment to delivering results.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
What do you think?
They might ask about a specific project challenge you faced, how you handled conflicts within a team, or how you adapted your approach when things didn't go as planned. So be prepared to discuss your communication skills, your ability to delegate effectively, and your ability to stay calm under pressure.
So it's all about demonstrating that you have those leadership qualities?
Yes.
And organizational skills necessary to manage complex projects and lead teams to success.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze the job description and tailor your answers to highlight those project management skills that are most relevant to that particular role.
It's like having a personalized coach.
I like it.
Helping you refine your responses and showcase your strengths in the best possible light.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're on the last question for this part of the deep dive. Question number 10. Can you describe a time when you had to lead a team of engineers on a tooling project? This question is all about showcasing your leadership skills, your ability to motivate, inspire others, and your effectiveness in collaborating with a team to achieve a common goal.
Choose a situation where you had to delegate tasks. Resolve conflicts, communicate effectively, and make decisions that impacted the team's performance. Talk about the challenges you faced, the strategies you used to overcome them, and the impact your leadership had on the project's outcome.
Now, remember, leadership isn't just about giving orders. It's about inspiring, motivating, and empowering others to do their best work.
Exactly.
What else?
Talk about how you created a positive and collaborative team environment. How you fostered open communication, and how you recognized and celebrated the team's achievements. Those are the qualities that makes a truly effective leader.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask about your leadership style. How you handle conflict resolution, or how you motivate team members with different personalities and work styles. So be prepared to discuss your approach to delegation, feedback, and team building.
It's all about demonstrating that you have the interpersonal skills and leadership qualities to build a high-performing team and guide them to success.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze the job description and tailor your answers to highlight the leadership skills that are most relevant to that particular role.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet for your interview.
I like it.
highlighting the key qualities that will impress the interviewer.
Absolutely.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part.
We have.
Breaking down some key interview questions for tooling engineers. But don't worry.
Yeah.
We've got more great insights and advice coming up in the next part.
Sounds good.
So stay tuned.
All right. So let's pick up right where we left off with those interview questions.
Sounds good.
We got a few more to tackle.
Right.
And they really get to the heart of what it means to be a successful tooling engineer.
Awesome. I'm ready.
All right, let's look at this one.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to work on a project with a tight deadline? How did you manage your time and prioritize tasks?
Okay, yeah.
This is all about showing your ability to work under pressure.
Right.
And deliver results even when the clock is ticking.
Time management is crucial.
Absolutely.
Especially with these complex tooling projects.
Yes.
And multiple stakeholders.
It's key.
So what are some key points to highlight when answering this question?
First, choose a project where you faced a genuinely tight deadline.
Okay.
One that required you to make tough decisions and prioritize effectively. Then walk the interviewer through your process. How did you break down that project into manageable tasks?
Right.
Did you use any specific project management tools or techniques?
Like what?
Like Gantt charts or agile methodologies?
Those are great examples, showing that structured approach to managing your time and workload.
And don't forget to mention how you communicated with stakeholders throughout the process.
Yeah, because communication is so key.
It is, especially when you're working under those tight deadlines.
Absolutely.
It keeps everyone informed and aligned.
For sure.
And finally, don't forget to highlight the outcome.
Okay.
Did you successfully meet the deadline?
Right.
Did you exceed expectations?
Yeah.
Quantifying your achievements whenever possible makes your answer more impactful.
It really does.
So it's about showcasing your ability to plan, prioritize, execute, and communicate effectively under pressure.
And of course, RoleCatcher's AI can help tailor that response to the specific job description, highlighting the time management skills that are relevant.
It's like having a personalized strategy guide.
I like that.
Helping you focus on the key points that will impress the interviewer.
Okay, next question.
Right.
How do you handle disagreements or conflicts within a team? Can you give me an example?
Okay, good one.
This is all about those interpersonal skills.
Yes.
And your ability to navigate those challenging team dynamics.
Choose a situation where you had to address a conflict within a team.
Okay.
Ideally, one related to a tooling project or engineering decision.
Right.
And walk the interviewer through the steps you took to resolve it.
So how did you approach this situation?
Right.
Did you actively listen to all perspectives? Did you try to find common ground?
Yeah, and it's really important to emphasize your communication skills.
Right.
Did you use clear and respectful language?
Right.
Did you focus on finding a solution that benefited the whole team?
It's all about demonstrating that you can handle conflict constructively.
Exactly. And that you're a team player who values collaboration.
For sure. And be prepared to discuss what you learned from that experience.
Right.
Did it change your approach to conflict resolution? Did it strengthen your communication skills?
Reflecting on those experiences shows you're committed to continuous improvement.
I like that.
Both personally and professionally.
And as always,
yes,
RoleCatcher's AI
can help you tailor that answer to the specific job description.
If the employer emphasizes teamwork or collaboration, you'll want to highlight your experiences in those areas.
It's like having a personalized feedback system. Helping you refine those responses and showcase your strengths in the best possible light.
All right, ready for another question?
Hit me.
Okay, this one focuses on safety.
Okay.
How do you prioritize safety in your work as a tooling engineer?
All right, safety first.
Absolutely. Safety is paramount in any manufacturing environment.
It's critical.
So be prepared to discuss your commitment to those safety protocols and procedures.
Start by emphasizing your understanding of relevant safety regulations. And industry standards, like OSHA guidelines. Or specific safety protocols for tooling design and operation.
So give examples of how you incorporate safety considerations into each stage of the tooling process. From design and material selection to manufacturing and implementation.
Exactly.
So how do you ensure that your tooling designs are safe for operators and maintenance personnel? Do you conduct risk assessments? Do you incorporate safety features into the design, like guards or interlocks?
Those are great examples.
Okay.
And be sure to mention your experience with safety training programs and your commitment to staying up to date on the latest safety best practices.
It's all about demonstrating that safety is not just a box to check.
Absolutely.
But a fundamental value that guides your work.
And if you have any experience with implementing new safety initiatives or improving safety protocols in a previous role, highlight those achievements. It shows that you're not just aware of safety, but you actively promote it.
I like that.
In your work environment.
What about potential follow-up questions?
They might ask about a specific safety challenge you faced, how you handled a situation where safety was compromised, or how you would approach a safety audit.
So be prepared to discuss your problem-solving skills and your ability to make sound decisions under pressure.
Yes.
Always prioritizing the well-being of yourself and others.
Exactly.
It's all about demonstrating that you have a proactive and responsible approach to safety.
Right.
And that you're committed to creating a work environment where everyone can go home safely at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And of course, RoleCatcher's AI can help tailor your answer to the specific job description. If the employer has a strong safety culture or works in an industry with specific safety regulations, you'll want to highlight your knowledge and experience in those areas.
It's like having a personalized safety manual.
I like that.
Helping you navigate the specific safety consideration.
Of that particular role.
Now, let's move on to a question that often comes up in those technical interviews.
Right.
Can you walk me through your design process for a new tooling project?
Got it.
This is your chance to demonstrate your technical expertise.
Yes.
And your problem-solving approach.
Start by outlining your understanding of the project requirements.
Right.
What's the intended function of the tooling? What are the performance specifications? What are the manufacturing constraints?
Once you have a clear understanding of the problem, you can start brainstorming those potential solutions.
Exactly.
So how do you generate ideas?
Right.
And evaluate those different design options? Do you use any specific design software or simulation tools?
Mention any relevant software you're proficient in, like SolidWorks, CATIA, or Autodesk Inventor. And if you use simulation tools like FEA or MoldFlow, highlight your experience with those as well.
It shows that you can not only design a tool, but also analyze its performance and optimize its design before it's even built.
Exactly.
That's impressive.
And don't forget to discuss your approach to prototyping and testing. Do you create physical prototypes? Do you conduct virtual simulations? How do you gather feedback and iterate on your designs?
It's all about demonstrating that you have a systematic and iterative approach to design.
And that you're committed to continuous improvement.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask about a specific design challenge you faced, how you overcame it, or what lessons you learned from the experience.
Be prepared to discuss your ability to analyze data, troubleshoot problems, and adapt your approach when necessary.
It's all about showcasing those technical skills, your problem-solving abilities, and your commitment to delivering high-quality tooling solutions.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help tailor your answer
to the specific job description.
Right.
If the employer emphasizes a particular design methodology or software, you'll want to highlight your knowledge and experience in those areas.
It's like having a personalized design review.
I like that.
Helping you focus on the aspects of your design process that will resonate most with the interviewer.
Okay. Ready for another question?
Yeah, me?
This one's a bit more open-ended,
okay,
but it can be a great opportunity to showcase your passion and knowledge.
All right.
What are some current trends or challenges in the field of tooling engineering that you find interesting?
Ooh, I like this one. It's a chance to show that you're not just technically skilled,
right,
but also engaged with the bigger picture
absolutely
of the industry.
You could talk about the increasing adoption of automation and robotics in manufacturing and how that's impacting tooling design and production.
Right.
You could discuss the growing demand for sustainable manufacturing practices and how tooling engineers are playing a role in reducing waste and energy consumption.
Those are great examples. And if you've been following industry news or research, You could mention specific innovations or advancements that you find exciting.
Absolutely.
Like the development of new materials,
right.
3D printing techniques, or advanced simulation software.
The key is to show that you're curious, informed, and passionate about the future of tooling engineering.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
They might ask you to elaborate on a specific trend or challenge.
Right.
Or they might ask how you see these developments impacting your work as a tooling engineer.
So be prepared to discuss your thoughts on the future of the industry.
Yeah.
And how you plan to stay ahead of the curve.
It's all about showing that you're a lifelong learner.
Right.
Who's eager to embrace new technologies and adapt to the evolving needs of the manufacturing industry.
And as always, RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor your answer to the specific company and role.
Absolutely.
If the employer is at the forefront of a particular trend or facing a specific industry challenge, you'll want to highlight your knowledge and insights in those areas.
It's like having a personalized industry briefing.
I like that.
Helping you focus on the topics that will resonate with the interviewer.
All right, let's tackle one more question before we wrap up this section.
Okay.
What are your salary expectations for this role?
All right, the big one.
This is a question that I think a lot of candidates dread, but it's an important one to be prepared for.
Absolutely.
Salary negotiations can be tricky.
Yes, they can.
So what advice do you have for handling this question effectively?
First and foremost, do your research.
Okay.
Use resources like salary.com, Glassdoor, or even RoleCatcher Salary Insights to understand that typical salary range for tooling engineers with your level of experience and skills in your geographic location.
Knowing your worth is so important.
It is. And rather than giving a specific number, consider providing a salary range that's aligned with your research and desired compensation.
So you might say something like, based on my experience in the market research I've done, I'm expecting a salary in the range of.
Exactly.
Okay.
And be prepared to justify your expectations. Right. Highlight your relevant skills, experience, and accomplishments that show your value to the company.
What about potential follow-up questions for this one?
Yeah. They might ask you to elaborate on your research.
Okay.
Or they might ask about your willingness to negotiate.
Right.
Be prepared to discuss your flexibility and your commitment to finding a mutually beneficial agreement.
It's all about approaching that salary conversation with confidence.
Yes.
Clarity. And a willingness to engage in open and honest dialogue.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you understand the salary expectations for similar roles in your target companies.
So it's like having a personal salary negotiator.
I like it.
Providing you with valuable insights.
To help you navigate this important conversation.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground in this part.
We have.
Exploring some challenging interview questions.
Yeah.
And even delving into salary negotiations. Sure. But don't worry, we've got more great insights and advice coming up.
We do.
In the final part, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've tackled a ton of those interview questions.
Yeah, we have.
From the technical challenges to leadership scenarios. And even salary expectations.
The whole shebang.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to circle back to RoleCatcher's Career Guide.
Right.
They have a section on career stages.
Oh, yeah.
That I found really insightful.
That's a great section, especially if you're trying to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah.
In the whole tooling engineering world.
It outlines the typical responsibilities and skills needed at different stages of your career.
From entry level all the way up to senior positions.
So whether you're just starting out or looking to climb that ladder, you get a clear picture of what to expect.
Absolutely.
And what skills to hone along the way.
And the best part is...
What's that?
RoleCatcher doesn't just tell you what you need. They give you the resources to help you get there.
Oh, I see.
Thousands of skill guides.
Wow.
Online courses.
That's amazing.
Even mentorship opportunities. All designed to support your career growth.
It's like a comprehensive toolbox.
Exactly.
For your career.
It is.
And it reminds me, the guide also mentions some certifications.
Oh, yeah.
That can give your resume a boost.
Right.
The CTE, Six Sigma Green Belt.
Especially the Six Sigma.
And PMP.
Yeah, the PMP as well.
All seem pretty valuable.
They really are.
What do you think?
Those certifications, they demonstrate your commitment to professional development.
Okay.
And expertise in areas that employers really value.
Right.
They can be a game changer.
Yeah.
Especially for salary negotiations and career advancement.
So investing in those certifications is like investing in yourself.
Absolutely.
I love it. We've covered so much ground today.
We have.
General interview tips, specific questions. The power of RoleCatcher's AI.
Yeah.
And even insights into career progression and certifications.
It's been a great deep dive.
It really has. I feel like I've gotten a masterclass in tooling engineer interview prep.
And we've only scratched the surface
Right.
of what RoleCatcher offers.
It's incredible.
Their platform is amazing for anyone serious about their career in tooling engineering.
Or really any other field.
Exactly.
So if you haven't already, head over to RoleCatcher, sign up for a free account.
Do it.
You'll unlock access to all those amazing resources.
Including the AI-powered tools to help you tailor your application materials and practice those responses.
It's like your secret weapon.
It is.
In the job search.
Yeah.
It's an investment in your future.
For sure.
One that can pay off big time.
Absolutely.
And remember, while the job search can feel daunting at times, with the right tools and persistence, you can land your dream job.
You can.
A tooling engineer.
RoleCatcher can definitely give you that extra edge.
It can. Now, as you prepare for those interviews, think about your own unique skills and experiences.
What sets you apart from the crowd.
Yes. What value can you bring to the table?
That's key.
Use everything we've talked about today. Those insights from the RoleCatcher guides.
Absolutely.
Your own self-reflection. To create a personalized plan for success.
I like it.
Set goals. Identify areas you want to develop. And don't be afraid to network and reach out to people in the industry.
And most importantly, don't hesitate to apply for jobs that excite you.
Yes.
Even if you don't feel 100% qualified, practice those interview skills, refine your resume and cover letter, and never stop learning.
The world of tooling engineering is full of opportunities.
It is.
For those who are passionate, driven, and ready to make their mark.
So go out there and make it happen.
That's right. We're here to support you.
Absolutely.
Every step of the way.
If you have any questions or need some guidance, reach out to RoleCatcher or to us here at The Deep Dive.
We're always happy to help you navigate your career journey.
We are.
That's a wrap on this deep dive, folks.
Thanks for joining us.
Best of luck in your job search.
You got this.
Until next time. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.